Louis Stamper.
Why don't you give her the hand mic? That'll be a lot easier.
Good evening, President Shogun and council members. Thanks for listening to all this. I just want to add I want to say one thing. Well, first of all, I agree with everything that Mr. Hughes just said, only much nicer. The other thing I want to say is that, you know, there have been a lot of lawyers here tonight, and it looks like ultimately it's going to be the decision of lawyers and courts if you don't stand and be counted. Tonight, a lot of people have said that, you know, let the people decide, let the people decide. But it's true that we are a republic and not a democracy, and we do go by rule of law, thank God for that. And you are our elected representatives. So you are the people, you are the voice of the people, and do not be bullied down about this great idealist view of the people, because you're not separate from us, you are the people, and we have empowered you to speak for us and to make decisions for us that we really cannot make for ourselves sometimes. And so I'm just asking you, when you come to make the decision, do not be bullied by the idea that you're taking something away from the people. Thank you very much.
Brenda Corbett, resident of West Central Neighborhood. I just urge you all to vote. If it's invalid later, it's invalid now. Don't put us through all the changes. Don't take all the time. Don't take all the money. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Please vote your heart. Thank you.
I'm Gretchen McDevitt. I oppose placing this on the ballot, among the many reasons that you've already heard. You are our elected representatives, you are our leaders, and I know you appreciate the rights of the citizens to develop initiatives, and I know you don't want to interfere with this right. I believe that most of the people that signed the petition did so in good faith, not realizing that this petition was written incorrectly, that it is flawed. However, it is the creators of the initiative that caused the problem, not the city council. Envision Spokane could have gone to the city's legal department to make sure that this initiative complied with the laws of our city and state, but they chose not to do that. If you allow an initiative that is fatally flawed, and Brian Beggs, said you can't just not put it on the ballot because it's not a good idea. This is not something that's not a good idea. This is not something that there might be a question that it speaks to more than one subject. It does. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I think anybody could understand that. This is an initiative, to me, I believe, that is fatally flawed. You are not providing the leadership that Spokane needs if you allow it to be on the ballot. Moreover, you are increasing the chances that others who propose initiatives will also not feel that they need to follow the legal requirements for a valid initiative. If you reject this petition as legally invalid and the city is sued, it is my understanding, I'm not a lawyer, my husband is, but it's my understanding that you can request the court grant a declaratory judgment on this petition to determine the legality of it. After talking to the city's legal department the other day, I know there is a concern that the courts are reluctant to hear declaratory judgment cases, preferring to wait, not always waiting, just preferring to wait until there's been measurable loss. But in what I've read in talking to attorneys also, the courts will often step in to clarify legal issues, especially when important constitutional rights are involved. It is ludicrous, in my view, that we would choose to place an initiative on the ballot and hope that it fails, so that we are not then faced with lawsuits.